you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together.
A very good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wherever you are in the world or whenever you are watching this. My name is One City Santa, and I'd like to welcome you to episode number 11 of Sons of City TV. Joining me today is the Godfather Costa, the underboss Chris, the soldier Daniel, and making his triumphant return, the man behind the calculator, concierge, Jackie boy, how are you, mate?
Good, mate. Good. It's good to be back.
We did miss you on last week's show. We have our opponent now, guys. It is Western United on Wednesday night. I got that right. Don't start laughing. Breaking news, we've got none. So, done. Team news, Craig Noon, following Berenguer, back in the mix for Wednesday night. And I believe, Costa, you have some news on Western United involving Josh Christian.
There's good possibilities that Risdon might not make the squad because he did get subbed off late in that second half with like a calf injury or something. So, look, depending on how serious the injury is, I can't really see him fit enough to play in a semi.
Mm-hmm.
That's no news at the moment.
So do you believe that their right-hand side will be now weaker in the defence without Risdon?
Well, you think so. You would think so, and it's probably... But then again, you don't know how good their medical staff is.
Yeah.
And you don't know how serious the injury was too. Did they take him off as a caution? Did they take him off because he really hurt himself severely?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I've trolled their Facebook page and their supporter-based page, and no one said anything since of it. So it could be just my speculations, but that's something to look out for.
So possibility of Josh Christian missing the game on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Daniel and Chris, any news you guys have?
Nothing at the moment, no.
Nothing. Jackie boy, you're good?
Yeah, mate. My head still hurts because I watched the last 10 minutes of the game and Barisha kept looking at the screen and he kept poking me, So I'll still be sore from that, but that's okay. That's okay. It's all good.
Okay. So semi-final football. Hopefully the boys will get up. Our lineup, potential lineup time. I believe we go changing our two forwards. So Kolkowski and Minijar to the bench, bringing Craig Noon and possibly Lockie Wells onto the field. I reckon he'll go in the same formation as he did against Sydney. That's my prediction. Anyone got anything different?
I would keep Kalakowski and just bring in Noon.
Yeah, but you got to put Florent on as well.
Yeah, that will be Metcalf.
Yeah, that'll be Metcalf going off.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave a rookie like Kolakowski, even though we believe he's a serious talent. This is do or die.
Yeah, so you got to bring in.
Yeah, you want to put your best team on the park, not best park on the team.
Yeah.
Well, you got to put your best team on the park. Yeah, so even though Kolakowski is a gun kid and he's the future of the club, you don't want to lose to the new clubs. You don't want to lose to the new kids on the block after beating them in the three previous times. You don't want to lose to them in a big game like the semis.
Mm.
So I think we go to the full strength squad like what we did against Sydney without Jamo.
Yeah, without Jamo, exactly. So it'll be Atkinson in replace of Jamo from the Sydney squad. And
All the rest is the same.
Yeah, all the rest is
Florent and Noon and Lockie.
Yeah. Jackie, you got any changes you would make or?
Yeah. Look, to be honest, I will probably drop Nathaniel, right, and bring in Royston, mainly because this is something I want to actually put to the panel. Okay, the partnership that Diamante and Barisha have got. Okay, would you say that's a similar partnership that Aaron Moy had with Navia and Funaroli?
How many goals have they scored this season between the pair of them?
That I don't know. But what I noticed is that the two boys look for each other. Okay, and it seems to me that Diamante plays a little bit further back than Berisha, and seems to find him with pretty much every pass. Okay, it gave me a bit of a look into how Aaron Moy used to actually work with Funaroli and Navia. It was just a very frightening partnership when those three boys were on song. The reason why I'm picking Royston in the back line, I guess we're looking at a senior player.
Yeah.
Someone that could actually play on the back half and also come forward as well if required. I think Nathaniel he's too young, and he could probably be an asset coming off the bench in the second half. When obviously, depending on how the game's going, if it's scoreless, we need a goal, you bring in, the fast-paced Nathaniel Atkinson in the field, and he could probably, break the game, bring the ball from the back to the forward line.
So are you saying to play three at the back with Royston and Josh Belante as the CDMs?
Definitely. I don't trust this team. When we talked about stats, I've got some really ugly stats to talk about, especially when it comes to this round of football.
Yeah.
Right. So I'd rather go with caution, have our most experienced team on the field, and if required, I mean, we've got that pace on the bench where we can utilise in the last 10 or 15 minutes if we need to.
So that means Galloway stays on the bench.
That's correct. Yeah.
He's just a sub for left field.
Yeah.
If needed.
Yeah.
All right. So Diamantis has kicked 8 goals this year, and Barisha's kicked 19.
So how many of those would have been supplied by Diamante?
Probably most of them.
Diamantis got, it says here on this, I think he's got something like about, where's the assist? Doesn't tell me this. It needs to tell me this list. But Diamantis had more shots on goal anyway. I see. It's like back in the days when what's his name? Victory striker. Can't remember his name.
Striker?
Ex-Victory striker. Gone blank.
Archie Thompson.
Thompson and Allsop.
Yeah.
Back in the Victory days. They were an unstoppable duo in the forward line.
Yeah.
I could see what you're saying there. They are pretty fierce together.
Well, the thing is, I believe our back line has shut down Diamante when we played him 3 times. The 3 times Diamante, when he's come on the field in the third game, he was nowhere to be seen.
You're not going to stop him every game.
Yeah, that was like a dead rubber.
Yeah.
I mean, I just saw this guy on Sunday. Like I said, I only watched the last 15 or 20 minutes. He was like a man possessed. He was going backwards and forwards, right?
Yeah.
He scored the goal. He knew that, obviously a second goal was like, it was there, but they couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. The Brisbane Roar keeper, Young, like he should be at Melbourne City. He should be at Melbourne City. I'll tell you what, I love him to death. Yeah. But Diamante for me, like he played out of his skin, and if required, he would have got in goals if required.
Yeah.
Quality. He's a quality player. And he's shown it for that little bit that he played in the game. He just took control, took ownership, and that's when Berisha and Diamante come on the park. You've seen, like I said in the previous episode, the tide turned. Yeah. And they had a bit more control, and we had to take it up a notch. You know what I mean? So I fear him.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you guys a bit of an insight on Mr. Diamante. Okay, obviously talented player, but he's never played for a really big club. He's never made it, to an Inter Milan or a Juventus or a Roma. He did play at Watford on loan. He also he spent a lot of time in the south with Palermo, where he was actually idolised at Palermo. Like I say, he's never really played for a big club, and now here's an opportunity for this guy to actually win a trophy And I can tell you, like, he'll go out there and just virtually put his entire life on the line.
Yeah. Thanks for the yawning, guys, by the way. So we basically just covered it right then and there. Western United's danger man, Demonte, and Berisha, basically.
Yeah.
If you stop Demonte, you'll stop the supply of footballs to Berisha.
Yeah.
You've won half the battle.
So
Exactly.
Berisha will get pissed off and probably get sent off.
Exactly. That's what we want.
Yeah.
It's like back in the days you stopped Moy. Fornarelli wasn't going to score his amazing plethora of goals. So wouldn't Harry Navia. So Moy was our supply playmaker. Diamante is that for Western United. And look, they've lost already 3 games against us. They don't want to lose 4.
Yeah.
You know.
So it will be a tough game.
And they would love to put us out.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Yes.
So with that, our player to watch.
Standard.
I say Florin and Craig.
Yeah.
I'm
Florin.
gonna say Florin and Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Craig's going to want to redeem himself
yeah.
for the red card.
Yeah.
Yes. But the only thing I fear is, like we covered in previous shows, and Jackie will jump on this straight away, is what sort of mind frame. Sorry for keeping you awake there, son.
No, sorry. It's just
Another nomination?
no.
We're not recording a show, man. The only thing I fear, and like I said, Jackie will jump all over this more in his stats for the games and whatnot, is what sort of state of mind Delbridge comes into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Is he going to let them get into his head? Is he going to sit there? You know what? I've got 2 red cards playing this mob. I skinned it. I didn't get a red card last week. Didn't even cop a card last week.
Yeah.
Let's do a double, you know what I mean? I think that's going to be the deal breaker for us. Because if they get into Delbridge's head, cops a red card, that could destroy all our dreams.
Yeah. Totally. I know what you mean. So with that, as you said, where do you think our goals are coming from, and how?
More than likely, McLaren and Noon.
Yeah, Jamie.
I'm gonna say Craig, Florin, and Jamie. I reckon Jamie, Florin's due for a cracker of a goal. Florin is due.
Yeah. Jamie
Bless you.
McLaren. Bless you, son. Jamie McLaren is, I thought last week's episode, I said, I don't see him scoring because of man. They put in the dodgy lineup. He scored 2. The guy's just like a Rolls Royce. Just keeps on pulling.
It doesn't matter if he gets man; he's always find his space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't exclude Adrian Luna from scoring as well.
Yeah, no, you can't.
No. The goals could come as long as they keep their heads into the game.
Yeah.
As long as they don't fall into those stupid mind games that Western United play. Like I said, I don't fear anybody in the top 6 this season for us not to win the championship. The only one that's going to lose us the championship is us.
Yeah.
Yes. If they come with the mindset of the city, with mindset that, we've got this, and they fluff it like they usually do, then we're in trouble.
Yeah. So you got to also think too, Western United have played, they've got a 4-day break
Yeah.
before they meet us in a couple of days' time. We've had the week off. We're getting two guns back in the squad. I can't see us losing. We can only lose it ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I say the city factor.
That's right. And I'm not taking nothing away from Western United because they've proven us. I thought because of the age of their players, they'll die off earlier on in the season. But I think the virus has helped them.
Yeah.
Has rested their older bodies. So they're like what they were at the start of the season, unstoppable.
Yeah.
Then as the season grew older and older, they started to die off and die off.
Yeah.
Now that we've had the virus factor, which I call it, Those old bodies have rested.
Yeah.
Got a lot of experience on the park.
Oh yeah.
But like at the same time, we can only lose it ourselves.
Yeah. Jackie boy, how do you think the goals are going to come for us?
Look, had to go past McLaren. So 3 games against Western United, 3 braces.
Yeah.
Okay. I like to think that this game requires a captain's goal, and I'll
Joshy.
sort of explain that a little bit more when we do the stats. But I think this is the game where Josh will probably put in the goal that will take us into the grand final.
So speaking about the stack, and it's now time for one of my favourite moments of the week. It's Jackie's stats. Jackie, over to you.
Well, what can we say about Western United? We played them officially 3 times, 4 times overall. The win-loss ratio is 3 wins to us, a loss, and only 1 loss, which came in the friendly.
Yeah.
The man at the moment is McLaren. Okay, so the 3 matches that he's played, he scored 6 goals. They just don't have an answer. They just don't know how to stop McLaren from putting the ball in the back of the net, which is a good thing for us. But Con, you actually touched upon something there which is 100% correct, and that is the experience on the field that Western United have got. Berisha, he's what, a couple of goals away from actually setting a new A-League Finals record in goal scores.
Mm-hmm.
I think Archie Thompson holds the record at this particular time.
Yeah.
He loves playing against Melbourne City. I mean, he hates us as much as we hate him, right? Yeah. And somehow this guy still scores goals against us, okay? We need to find a way to stop him. So looking at some of the details here, I have a major worry about Melbourne City into the semi-final stage, okay? So we've played 4 times in the semi-final round, okay? The first time was back in season 2011-2012. We played Perth Glory. They knocked us out 3-0. Mm-hmm. 3 years later, we played Victory in this round, and they also beat us 3-0. The year after, we took on Adelaide United, and they gave us a bit of a touch-up, 4-1. So our best performance was actually in 2018 when we lost narrowly to Newcastle Jets. So we had the lead, and we had the Scorpion boy, score a miraculous goal. It's for me. This particular game requires every player to stand up, and especially our captain. I know he's done a fantastic job, Josh. He's done a great job. I think we'll see a real captain on the field this Wednesday afternoon / early evening.
Yeah. And I think Josh has the experience of finals because he's done it with Sydney FC.
Yeah, but the rest of the boys.
So, like I said, guys, like I said, everything points towards us, but unfortunately, where the
bogey side for us is us.
Pretty much. I said, we get to the semi-finals place, and we can do it. We haven't been able to do it. I like to think that we've got the opportunity to do it. Costa, you said it all before, mate. What kind of mentality are we going to step on the field? Are we going to go in, as a fast and furious team, attack, score, and then sit back, or just put these guys to the sword and just go, mate, you're out of your league. Okay, this year it's our year. So I'll put it through to you guys.
Yeah, look, you hit the nail on the head, man. And like I said, it's the experience that Western United is fearful. Now, by throwing this little spanner into the works that you've just shared us with, that we've lost every single one of them, and not just lost, we've lost heavily. Yeah. It's bloody scary. But I think we have got a well-balanced team.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the most balanced team that we've had throughout Heart City history.
Yeah.
I reckon we've probably got the best coach at the moment that's dealt with high pressure games. Like Jamo said on the Talking City podcast, he'll be on the phone with them almost every day, just talking to him, giving his guidance. I don't fear Western United. I fear us.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
So
No, it
it is-
does. It's you summed it up.
Yeah, indeed. So now time for the anchor and host predictions. I am going to start with the youngest, Daniel. How do you think this one's going?
3-0 to us. Jamie with 2 and Luna with 1.
On the boss?
3-2 our way.
Yeah.
2 to McLaren and 1 to Florent.
Yeah. Concierge?
You should have done me last, not now.
No. Always goes last.
Can I split my prediction?
What do you mean?
Okay. I'm thinking that we're going to hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to win this game 3-0. Like I think, Daniel, you picked 3-0, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll think about the scores at the moment, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than that. I think, it will be either a 2-1 or a 3-2 or so I'll stick with 3-0 for the time being.
And you got his goal scorers there or no?
You know what? Hard to go past Jamie. Really hard to go past him. So we'll put him down for a brace. Okay, 8 goals against the new boys. But Josh Brillante to score either the third and decisive goal or the third and the winning goal.
Yeah.
From outside the box.
Jackie, with your results, thank you very much. Costa, Godfather, over to you.
Look, there's some key factors that we got to think about this game. Is Dalbridge's state of mind in the game. We know, we love him. I love him. I think Dalbridge is a quality player. I'm not bagging him, but you got to also think that he's already copped 2 red cards from 2 silly tackles in the box. One hit, handball, and one was a tackle. So that's that thing that said that. Also, what I think is going to happen, Mark Redan, he's a mongrel type player when he was playing football, and he's that type of coach as well. He likes the rough and guts and hit and bash and crash type of football. Now, what I'm fearing that they're going to target Jamie McLaren.
Yeah.
And if they target Jamie McLaren, our boys are not going to. They're going to take revenge, and they're the little mind games that they play. Yeah. So by saying all that, look, I'm confident in our boys, and I believe we could win the game comfortably.
Yeah.
If we block out all the crap.
Yeah.
If we block out all the mind games, block out all the he said that, I said this, Barisha's the best striker in the league, whatever crap, just block it all out.
Yeah.
And they stick to the game plan, and I believe we've got the coach to do that. Yeah. I reckon we'll win 2-0.
Yeah.
And my prediction of the goal scorers is one backhill cross like what Jamie did on the weekend.
Yeah.
And the other one's going to go to Noon outside the box.
Okay, so that's the panels. Mine is 3-1. I'm going to say Jamie with the brace and Florent outside the box is due a big goal. And somehow Barish is going to score for them. I do have some breaking news that I just found out via my phone. I'm sorry. Well, that's why I was looking down. For the first time since the restart of the league, Melbourne City are going to have actual fans inside the stadium.
Yes!
Sydney side members have been emailed by the club today to purchase their tickets for the game against Western United. So
that is the best.
Shout out to Tanya Davis, who has conjured up 20 people of the closest friends, and she'll be taking a few of them. So please keep an eye out on Instagram for contact from Tanya as well. So shout out to our young sister.
Good on you, Tanya. You make it loud and proud, mate. You make it loud and proud.
Sorry, I just found that out just then. So we're going to say the boys are going to win. The dog has been binned. Jack, calculated time. Do I have to break curfew in 15 minutes?
Well, the calculator has thrown in a very interesting result.
Yeah.
Okay. So looking at the obviously head-to-head, the way that the A-League ladder finished, finals, the calculators predicted a 2-0 lead to Melbourne City at halftime.
Yeah.
And 2-2 draw by the end of 120 minutes.
Oh, penalty.
Penalties.
Penalties. So, gentlemen, I have got an interesting scenario here for you. Okay. Penalties.
Yeah.
Okay. First time in our history.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at our penalty takers, throughout our 10 years. This season, Jamie obviously stands out. The other gentleman that took a penalty for us was Craig Noon.
Mm-hmm.
And the one before then, we got to go back to Chris, the Oakley Cannons match when Moody scored a penalty.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen anybody else that should take a penalty for us. So I've got a sheet of paper here, and I've got Jamie as one of the penalty takers, which will be without a doubt. I'd like to think that Craig Moon will take one.
Yeah.
Panel, help me out. Who's going to take the other 3 penalties?
Lauren.
Lauren. Yep.
Wimbickler.
Yep.
And the last, sorry.
Luna.
I think the last one that will take the shot in the regular 5.
Yeah.
First 5, yeah?
Yeah, first 5, yeah.
It's going to be Belenti.
Yeah.
It's a Luna / Josh.
Right, did you say Wimbickler to take a penalty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got his speech right here. So I'll rub him if he takes them.
Is he your mate? Your name dropping?
Yeah, my mate. I'm name dropping this, so to say.
Yeah, no. I reckon Luna, yeah, but I think the first 5.
Yeah.
We're talking about the first 5 shots, and then after it doesn't matter.
How I gave it to you guys wasn't in order, okay?
Yeah.
I just said Jamie to take one, and obviously Craig needs to take one, but not in order.
This is where I hope that we had Dino in the squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he loves penalty shot stopping, you know what I mean? So look, with that, they've got a quality keeper too. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
So I fear that. That's
to be honest, Costa, I'm saying this outright. It's not going to get to that. Okay. But if it does, I reckon Belante's going to be the one to win it for us.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I've got some sad news.
Uh-oh.
Calculators predicted them.
breaking curfew.
3-0 to Western United. Right?
Thank you, curfew.
Bye, Blakey. I'll finish off the show.
And now, hang on, listen. Let's be realistic, okay? The calculator's been wrong twice and correct once, okay?
Yeah.
Both times that the calculator's been wrong, City has won. You want the calculator to be wrong.
Yes.
I defend the calculator this week.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't believe it's going to get to that. We're going to win in normal time, and then we'll be right. I believe, if I may go to the next game, Sydney versus Perth, Perth's going to win on penalties.
I think we're going to face Perth in the final.
Yeah.
That's my prediction for the final.
Yeah.
I think that since the return of football, Sydney have been Sydney that we knew prior to COVID.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you now, man, Popovich is a finals coach. He knows. Yeah. You watch.
He doesn't just he performs in finals, but when it comes to the big dance, he doesn't perform.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that after the post-game show. So, in summary of the predictions, everyone on the panel believes Melbourne City are going to their first grand final. And again, if I knew this was going to happen, I would have left for Sydney 14 days ago.
I can get us into Sydney if you really want to make the grand final. I'll make some phone calls and get us into Sydney. Don't worry about that.
I think I will be in trouble off my mum if I escape to New South Wales. Okay, so I'll be staying put where I am. I never want
Haven't you
to.
seen the show The Mayans?
I
I
have.
got a
seen-
tunnel from
Yeah,
Mexico to New York,
Yeah.
the USA.
I'll get my in-laws to pick us up, okay? You just name the place.
I remember when me and Jack are married to Lebos, yeah?
So I am going to require the panel to help me out with this one. It's time for the nominations for this week's Sons of City. All together now. Jason of the week. All right. So Godfather, nominations time.
Mate, I've got plenty of nominations, and they're all coming your way. But I'm just going to name one.
Go on.
We're sitting there getting ready to record an episode.
Oh, yeah, this one.
And and we're talking, and we're about to, we're talking, and I don't know what Blake does with his microphones, but apparently he was taking the condom off it. I don't know what. I don't know. That's my nomination. It's you, Blakey.
All right. I heard Newman's got a nomination. Newman.
Yeah, it's you calling Western United Western Sydney.
Well, in that case, let me refer you to someone. Archie Thompson, the very first game Western United played, was calling them Western Sydney. So I'm allowed to get off with that because Archie Thompson did it.
Well, we expect that from Archie Thompson.
Thompson, not from you.
That's right.
I don't care. I'm human. I can make mistakes. All right. So I'm saying that one's not a boy.
Okay.
That one's not a boy.
Also calling them Western Australia.
Yes.
Not a
Yeah.
void. I was talking to someone from Western Australia at the time, so not a void. Jackie, do you have any nomination?
Look, Blakey, you know that I love you, okay? So I don't want to do this to you, okay?
Yeah.
I want to wake the council again. They deserve another nomination. Okay, that's just ridiculous.
I am going to
Don't make me vote against you, please.
No, you're not going to. But Godfather is the council allowed to be nominated 2 weeks in a row. There we go. Thumbs up from the Godfather.
Oh, wow. So,
Just asking.
so you want one of mine. You want one of mine. Well, look, Blakey, I hate to say this, but we were talking about Dean Bazanas, and you say he was Italian. He's Greek. Greek parents. He's Greek.
Oh, well,
Okay.
I heard him say he was married in an Italian. That's why Steph had to change her name. So
I'm married to Lebo. Doesn't mean I'm Lebo.
No, he said to me in the
Costa, you are a Lebo.
I am. Yes, I'm Lebo. According to Blakey's theory.
It wasn't me. Hang on. Let me explain.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me explain myself. Like, I started off in the laundry at Melbourne City, right? And I said to Dean, because it was being a smart ass to me, calm down, Mr. Catley. All right, I'm sick of your shit. And he goes, no, she's married an Italian. She has to change her name. Go, wait, Busanis is Italian? So I blame Dean for that. Okay. So if you want to put that on me, we put it on Dean Busanis.
No, we can't put it on Dean.
Okay, so what you do, Blakey, is actually send him a message to say on the S19 Sons of City TV crew, you've been nominated as the for the Jason of the week.
I will be doing that.
Let me just say something, Blakey. All right.
Yes.
What's your surname?
Henderson.
Chris, what's your surname?
Sakura.
Danny?
Sakura.
Jack?
I don't have one.
Me. Now, Dean, his name's Bazanis.
Yeah.
Bazanis.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a Greek name, man.
Well, I know that now.
It's
But when he
Bazanis.
hang on.
It's Chinese.
Hang on. When he said to me, she's marrying an Italian.
He's marrying an Italian.
She's marrying an Italian. That's what threw me off because he said she was marrying an Italian.
Message refers.
That's what I'm saying. Dean's
Blakey, I'll tell you what, mate. Let's get some clarification. Okay.
I'll
Send a
ask him
message to the
myself.
great man.
I'll
Say,
ask him.
Dino, you know, okay. And then perhaps for the next show, we can get an answer.
Yeah,
will.
but
I'll
we'll
send
send
it
a
on
video,
video.
like,
Yeah, we're still waiting for the text message.
You can wait for that because she's just finished the.
no, but I'm just saying, Dino.
How did they go? How did they go?
They
in the-
lost. They lost. So shout
Yeah.
out to Steph Catley. Congratulations on your debut for Arsenal.
In the
Unfortunately,
Champions
You
League.
should be playing for the other red team, Liverpool.
You should be playing for Juventus. They won on the weekend.
but so the nomination is basically me and the Bay City Council again. I do have a nomination. I do have a nomination for this week. My young brother. Ever since I started working at Melbourne Heart / Melbourne City, has been a Melbourne Heart / Melbourne City supporter. As soon as Western United's offices move around the corner from my house, he starts supporting them. Sunday night, he's saying to me, "We've won. Baruch is going to score against you. We're going to win." So my younger brother, Jordan, you are nominated for this week's Jason of the Week.
Blake, does that include your other brother who's in Western?
Yes, and my other brother, Callum, also nominated for Jason.
So hang on a
of the
minute.
Week.
You live close by to the headquarters of Western United.
Yes,
and you haven't
I
bombed
do.
them?
No,
You haven't
I'm
bombed
not allowed
them?
to. My mum won't let me.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Send me the address, okay? When we come up once the curfew's over, we'll turn it into a golf course.
Okay, just to give clarification, if the Australian Federal Police are listening to this podcast, I do not condone the actions of Jackie Boy.
Do I need to make a vote on that, boys?
But as I said earlier, again, ballet to Andrew's grandmother. I'm going to say it once again on behalf of Sons of the City. We send our prayers out for you, and we will receive you back Thursday or Friday afternoon for our post-game show against the Western United. Hopefully a win, and we can talk about our upcoming grand final on Sunday night. It has been the Godfather Costa, the underboss Chris, Soldier Daniel, and the lovely concierge Jack. I've been one city commander, Blake Anderson. Bye for now.